Once in a while, don't only get your premium gist from the internet, from social media. Learn to get your premium gist from the Bible. Now, if you want a Bible verse that gives a hot premium gist, please, I will endeavor you to read Genesis chapter 38. Genesis chapter 38 in the Old Testament in my opinion, is a book or is a chapter of the Bible that talks about love, that talks about family, that talks about betrayal, that talks about marriage, that talks about how women in the old society is viewed as a commodity. Yeah, Genesis 38 is the story of a man named Judah. Judah got married to his wife and gave birth to 3 sons. Yeah, 3 sons. The first son got married, but I don't remember what he did. He offended God and God died him. God killed him. The second son then was asked, according to the olden days tradition, to move on and marry the wife of his late brother. Yeah. And remember Judah telling the second son specifically that you should move on to your brother's wife, marry her, and make children by her so that your brother can have children. Yeah. The second son, hearing that, thought that if he make babies with his late brother's wife, who is not going to be his wife, that means those children will actually belongs to his brother. So the second son activated his pull-out game. He had a very strong pull-out game. He did indeed laid with his then wife, but he was pulling out, meaning, yeah, he was not doing the thing inside. You help people understand. So God was very, very disappointed and angry, and God died him, God killed him. So Judah had 3 sons. 2 of them have been died and killed by God, and now is now remaining one. Judah then told his son's widow that she should go to her father's house and widow in her father's house. That when his last born is of age and man enough to be a husband, he will personally bring him to her. Imagine a woman being passed on by the first son, by the second son, and now eventually to the 3rd son. Stay with me or don't go, because at the end of the day, it will be shocking who she's going to end up giving 2 twins to. Yeah? Okay. So the woman packed her things, wore her widow clothes, and went indeed to her father's house to go and widow. Now Judah, the head of the family, eventually lost his wife. Yeah? He was also now a widower. He traveled to a certain place and met a prostitute. He loved the prostitute, liked the prostitute, and slept with the prostitute. And the prostitute got pregnant. Guys, shockingly, that prostitute he slept was actually the widow of his late son. She, on the other hand, was angry because she felt betrayed. Because remember Judah promising her that he will bring his last son to her. He didn't. So because of her, in order to spice him and to get actually a son or a child for herself or for that family, she went on disguised as a prostitute and slept with her father-in-law. That woman said, I won't dare her body. Yeah. In the beginning, I was angry that she was being passed on from sons to son. But she herself opened her own eyes with her 2 korokoro eyes and went and slept with the father of the house. She slept with Judah himself. Yeah, after sleeping with Judah himself, she begotten twins for Judah. And according to the Bible, God blessed them with twins. Imagine she sleeping with son number 1, son number 2, eventually went on, felt betrayed for not getting son number 3, eventually went on to sleep with the Odogo himself, the father of the house himself, and God then blessed them with twins. Like I said, if you want to hear and listen and read premium gist, it's not only found on the social media, on the internet. Sometimes get your holy book, premium gist, hot gists are there. Try and read Genesis 38. Yeah, I was flabbergasted, I was angry, I was mad. At the end of the day, God blessed them and favored them with twins.